Charge. Charge. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. Do. I'm gonna keep on dancing down in West Hollywood. Lori, right out the gate. 2 days in a row, mind you. Thank you so much for the very generous super sticker. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Appreciate that. Ooh. I think I'm heading to your neck of the woods soon, actually, Lori. You're going to have to let me know what I should do while I'm in Boston. Thank you so much. So I'm just going to get right to it. They're done. They have broken up. Amberlynn has cited mental health as the reason as to why they have called it quits. From what I know that there are some people out there calling this fake, calling this performative, and we have every reason to believe that it is fake because Amberlynn has tried to kill off a character before. Okay, let's not be in a relationship anymore, but still be in a relationship. I think that everyone calling this fake might not be wrong. My mind is not made up. I'm not sure. I really hope that they broke up, but they probably didn't. I hope that they broke up too. And what I said yesterday was, this is the only way that Amberlynn and Tommy would get broken up, is if this girl got overwhelmed by the response of Girl World and said, hey, you know what? Whatever I wanted out of you or whatever I thought that this was going to be, it's not worth it. You laying on me, it's not worth it. I don't want this response. I don't want these. So I thought that this would be the only way that would actually end things. Now, whether or not Amberlynn came on here and ended things just for the camera, but then actually behind the scenes, they're still sending Snapchats, is anyone's guess. But time will tell. Tommy probably broke up with Amber because Amber isn't worth all the exposing that Tommy's going through. I have also seen that there are more people getting involved with this. This is not exclusive to Amberlynn and Tommy anymore. The woman that passed away, her family is like getting involved. Her family, I don't know if they're being contacted or what, but I did see a screenshot of the woman who passed away's brother commenting, if you have any questions, ask me, but you need to leave my sister out of this. Do you think they're living together? She posted the U-Haul. But what ended up leaking last night was another screenshot that we took a look at. So we all took a look at the screenshots yesterday of that woman posting about how Willow needed to be with her so that she could feed her the brownie cookie from Domino's. So there has been a new screenshot that has come to light. It's very hard to tell what this bottom part says, so I'm going to do my best. But this is the new screenshot that has been getting around. It kind of seems like there's just more. There's more. I mean, I don't know why it's not all getting released at once, but it seems like every day that goes on, it's like there's more screenshots. There's more screenshots. So, I mean, the one that we took a look at yesterday was of the brownie cookie thing from Domino's, and the caption was like, "This was so good. Next time, I think that I'll order 4. All I'm missing is my Willow to feed it to me." We all took a look at that. And then we took a look at the god-awful screenshot of her laying beneath this woman with the caption, "She's happiest when she's underneath me." Some type of trapping. I don't know the actual term, but it seemed like she was being aroused by being trapped underneath the stomach. So the latest screenshot that has come out regarding all of this, the caption below it is very blurry, but I think that I'm going to be able to make it out for you. I believe this caption below here says something. Oh, I think it says when something, your girlfriend is literally the queen of the FA something you feel like you're in. When your girlfriend is literally the queen of the FA, I can't make out this word right here. You feel like you're in. This is what this says below here. Now, my first question when I saw this photo was, what does FA stand for? Because the caption reads, again, I'll repeat it. When your girlfriend is literally the queen of the FA. I like the FA universe. I can't make out this word. Yeah, it might be universe. This letter right here doesn't look like a U. It looks like an A, but I guess it is blurry. But you know what? It does look like it says verse right here. So let's just say that this word's universe. When your girlfriend is literally the queen of the FA universe, you feel like you're in. Now, I'm not sure if this was cut off and there's more to this caption or if this is it. But my first question when I saw this was, what does FA stand for? And I discovered that FA stands for fat admirer. You know, like a secret admirer, like who might write you a note and say like, hey, I really like you, but then not sign their name and put it in your locker for you to find. A secret admirer. This is a fat admirer. So this is a new term that we are learning. FA stands for fat admirer. Yes. Fat acceptance. Okay. I guess it could stand for fat acceptance as well. When I looked it up, that's what came up. Fat admirer. So I'd imagine that this post was made by the woman that passed away because, obviously she's not, if you're admiring someone, you are the admirer. Wow, Jordy, that's real profound. But she's posting it. She's posting it because yesterday when we saw the Brooklyn, sorry, not the Brooklyn, what was that thing called? The brownie cookie? Brookie. The Brookie. When we saw the Brookie, it seemed like that post was written in the context of the big woman who passed away. She was the one who was writing it. So it seems like she's writing the same thing about this girl, that the girlfriend is the queen of FA. The quote reads, when your girlfriend is literally the queen of the FA safe verse, you feel like you've... What is a safe verse? This is a new term to me. I don't know what safe verse means. to Urban Dictionary. I can look it up. I definitely can look it up. What is a safe verse? I might have to Urban Dictionary this because Google's not giving me anything. These like underground terms, like I think if you Google like what does FA stand for, you're not going to get fat admirer. So you need to go to more unorthodox options to figure out what this shit means. Okay, safe verse. Let's see this. Sorry, we couldn't find safe verse. Okay, so Urban Dictionary doesn't have anything for that. If anyone knows what that term means, feel free to share it below. But she's the queen of FA. That's really what I'm taking away from this caption. So we have seen the brownie cookie thing. We have seen the trapped underneath my stomach pic. And now we are seeing a selfie laying on her saying, when your GF is the queen of FA. So, fat acceptance safe universe. Is that a community? So I guess like health at every size. Fat acceptance safe universe. The fat acceptance movement is out of its mind. So these are people that receive a lot of criticism because obviously health at every size is something that like is medically incorrect. It's medical misinformation. It is spreading the wrong kind of message to the internet saying that you can be healthy at 400 or 500 pounds. So maybe what this is a declaration that this is a safe place. You know how sometimes you'll see in like stores or restaurants or something, and like they'll have a poster on the wall and it'll say, this is a safe place, and it'll have like a rainbow flag on it or whatever. Maybe this is the same thing, but it's a safe place for people who don't want to be criticized for doing things like this. So, okay. That's how I'm interpreting it. That's how I'm interpreting it. So this is the new screenshot that has gotten out. There are now 3 screenshots in circulation regarding all of this. It's not looking good. But what we are going to take a look at is Amberlynn's most recent upload. She's not happy. Girly Pop is not happy. The love of her life has allegedly ended things with her, and the haters are to blame. It's not the girl's fault. It's not Amberlynn's fault, certainly. It is Hater Nation's fault. Who else's fault would it be? So we are going to be taking a look at what Amberlynn has to say regarding this.
Hi guys,
in just a second. Sorry, the gird is girding. Really appreciate that, Carissa. Thank you. I was just finishing Mr. Snowflake's video, and then you came on. It feels like national news. I ran here next. Mr. Snowflake already has a video out about this? Oh my gosh. I'll have to watch it later. Thank you so much, Carissa. That was really generous of you. Frantic Yak, thank you. Love just wasn't enough. You know what? I mean, she doesn't say that in this video, but... Love just isn't enough sometimes, you guys. Life is not a Hallmark movie. No, it is not. Things need to work out on paper. Love just isn't enough, unfortunately. We rush to watch JNN, Geordie News Network. This is pretty, breaking news. Breaking news. That allegedly they're broken up and everything. After we get through this video and everything, we are definitely going to have a discussion on whether or not we think this is fake. So I haven't made up my mind yet. Biscuit Prince, thank you. KF uncovered so much, and there's even more coming out. I refuse to call her Tommy because Amberlynn lies about her girlfriend's names. Yeah, I mean, this girl's real name has been released. Guys, a lot of information is out there. When I come on live stream here and I decide to talk about this kind of stuff, I only show and talk about things that I deem appropriate to talk about. So I know I'm very, I'm very aware that there is more information out there and everything. There's definitely a lot to talk about, but I don't think that it's necessarily appropriate or in my best interest to bring that to YouTube. So as time goes on, we shall see. But for the time being, we will take it day by day. Thank you so much, Biscuit Prince. Rachel Standing, appreciate you becoming a member. Thank you. Oh, Biscuit Prince coming in hot with another one. Thank you. Between all of the fake tears, the duper's delight, and the habitual lying from Amber, I don't believe that they broke up. She's going to pull a Jade 2.0 and lie about breaking up in hopes that she can fool babies. She's not fooling Hater Nation. So you think that she's trying to play to a portion of her audience that makes an attempt at accepting Amberlynn and her new relationship for what it is and not buying into all of the drama that has released about this girl? We're definitely, I mean, I haven't made up my mind yet whether I think this is fake or not, but I think that you bring up a really good point. Amberlynn is a proven liar. She has videos on her channel titled Reacting to Me Lying. She tried to kill off a main character in season 5, only to replace said killed off main character by the same actress. So, are we really supposed to sit here and take this video for face value? That's the question that I'm going to be answering today. Hypertensive Tomato, thank you so much for becoming a member. But do we have a slushie today, Jordy? I'm asking the real questions here. Hypertensive Tomato, do you think that I would come live for an Amberlynn breakup video without a slushie? Does this answer your question? Thank you, Hypertensive Tomato. All right, y'all. Are we ready to start this video? Are we ready? Here we go. Here we go. Satellite radio.
I look like crap because I feel like crap. I really don't even know what to say, but like, you guys don't know the full story at all. And I think that's like the hardest part of this whole thing is like, there is a big part of this story missing, but I'm never going to sit there and talk about other people's personal things because that's not me, that's not who I am. But because of this, me and now my ex, we are not together anymore, and this has left her like debilitated. Like literally, like her mental health has gone down so much. Like she's literally one of the greatest people, and it's like to see people say things that are not true at all.
What's not true? This is what I don't like. When you come to the internet to address BS, you need to use specific examples. People have questions, people have allegations, people have accusations. Identify and address those allegations and accusations and strike them down with evidence. Do not just come on here in a polka dot spaghetti strap thing and say, it's all false, it's all lies, it's all... That would not hold up in a court of law. And if I'm being candid here, this is just as important as a court of law. It really is. So That wouldn't work in court, Amber. Do you think that people go to law school and spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on law degrees just to go into court to say, they're lying, they're not telling the truth, that's all fake, that's all false? You need to form a better argument. You need to identify what people are saying, and you need to come with receipts, come with facts. So the fact that Amberlynn came on here and her immediate instinct is to just say, it's all fake, you guys are missing part of the story, I'm not going to talk about it though. What do you think that you're accomplishing? What do you think that you're accomplishing by doing that? Because obviously the allegations made about this girl and your relationship are very serious, and they are allegations that people would not want to admit to. Again, we're going on, 2-3 days now of me saying no one admits to having this kind of interest, because the interest in and of itself is dangerous and it is detrimental to another person's health. So if you take part in this, you are a criminal. You're bad. It's gross. It's horrible. So no one is going to admit to this. So the fact that you come on here and just say, well, you're missing part of the story. If there is a part of the story that somehow vindicates this girl from the allegations that are being made against her, why wouldn't you want to share that? Why wouldn't you want to share that?
Like, it's not surprising. That's literally what people do. That's what they've done my whole freaking YouTube career. And for these people to act like they care about me now, yes, I know there are thousands of you who love me and support me and want to see me happy. And I appreciate those messages. Like, you guys have no idea. Like, I feel it. But all of these people who act like they care about me and they're worried about me, bull. Like, you guys have never wanted to see me happy. There are so many of you who love to see me miserable. And you're getting...
Regardless of whether or not that is true, if you didn't date people with all these skeletons in their closet, it wouldn't matter. Amberlynn, if you didn't date people that had, Phoebe relationships and online with, egregious screenshots out there, I mean, for her to come on here and say, you guys didn't want to see me be happy... I don't think that I care one way or another if Amberlynn is in a functional relationship. I mean, yeah, I don't want her to be with someone who's going to take advantage of her financially, emotionally, or, shove food down her throat to the point that we have a series finale. But, I mean, what does this have to do with anything? Do you think that people are only talking about this because they want to see you be miserable? How does that make any sense, by the way? So the only reason that people have brought this to light, and the only reason why people are talking about this, is just because they want to see you miserable. I think that interest, we all know what interest I'm referring to here without saying the word. I think that interest is horrible. It's diabolical. So people are in the right to call that out. And if you are in harm's way and people are willing to call that out, you might not see it right now, girlfriend, but eventually you're going to look back on this and you're going to say, damn, bullet avoided.
That. You won again. You literally won again. What's happening is not okay.
How did we win? How did we win, Amber? If the community getting you away from someone who's into that kind of stuff is winning, okay, I guess we did win. But that's what you should want. At this point in life, you should not be throwing in the towel, getting off Ozempic, all this other stuff, just so that you can have a girlfriend. These are the wrong kind of people to be getting shacked up with. So whether or not I personally care to see you happy, facts are facts. The screenshots are the screenshots. If there's a big part of the story that needs to be shared online that she can bring to the table for us to go, oh. Honestly, I mean, me even thinking of hypotheticals or scenarios right now that could vindicate this girl, none come to mind. I mean, from what we have seen from the brownie cookie screenshot, being trapped under the stomach, and now talking about being the queen of FA. What could possibly be added to that information that would vindicate this and make Hater Nation look stupid? You guys don't know what you're talking about. There's a big part of this story that you don't understand. How do you justify the screenshots? How? Can anyone in the chat right now come up with a hypothetical or some type of scenario that would make all of this make sense? Evie, thank you for the super chat. She found a partner who would enjoy placating to her destructive behavior because she hates having partners who want better for her, and she thought that she would get away with it. I think that Amberlynn is tired of working. I think that she's tired of being single. I mean, emphasis, or, I use the word working very lightly, but to want someone who enables your bad habits just for the sake of having a girlfriend so that you can kind of lean into being lazy and gluttonous, that's not the kind of person that you should want to be with. That's not the kind of person that is this true love that you're making this out to be. Yikes, it's a dirt merchant. Thank you for the super chat. It's pretty obvious that this is all Becky's fault. Also, happy birthday to my sister, Ammo. Happy birthday, Ammo. Oh my gosh. Ammo was in here the other day. I think that this is all Becky's fault. I think that you're right. By the way, can we do a quick check-in with Becky? I did see something earlier today that you guys might want to take a look at. Thank you for bringing up Becky. This did remind me. As you all know, Becky has a new girlfriend. Yes. Becky has a new girlfriend. I think that they've been together like a few months now. And Becky's thriving, y'all. Becky, it looks like Becky has lost weight. Becky, I don't know this girl's name or anything about her, but it looks like they're happy. It looks like she's a little bit quirky. They kind of have the same style. The fact that they are color coordinated with these light colors right now, they look good. They look good. Beck looks happy. The girlfriend looks happy. I'm happy for them. It's been about 3 years now that Beck removed herself from this situation. And, things were pretty grim at first. It really didn't look good for Beck. There was a video that comes to mind that she put up of her just kind of talking about life and not really doing too well. And she was eating cereal out of a Miracle Whip bowl. And I was kind of thinking, this ain't looking too good. But it really seems like Becky has turned it around. She's lost weight. She's with someone that isn't going to, walk all over her like a doormat. So I'm happy for her. I'm definitely happy for her. This is awesome. I think that this is very coincidental timing that we are taking a look at Amberlynn upload a video titled "It's Over" with someone that has these kind of interests and agenda. So here's Becky, thriving, doing well, happy, actually showing physical affection to her partner. Season 4 could have been so much more. Thank you so much, Dirt Merchant. Oh, Ammo sent in one as well right after you. Thank you. Not Tommy bashing Valentine for hurting Amberlynn. Meanwhile, actively helping nuke someone else. Very interesting. There was a screenshot. I don't believe that I pulled it up on here before, but there was a screenshot of someone DMing Tommy, and Tommy's response to it was, I think that they messaged them and said, "Are you Valentine?" And Tommy's response to that was, "No, I'm not Valentine. Valentine was someone that genuinely hurt Amberlynn." Kind of hypocritical, if I do say so myself. Does she ever take that choker off? No. I think eventually it's just going to get absorbed. Local Bird Brain, thank you. BS, we don't know everything. We know too much. That's just it. I mean, yeah, there are probably details surrounding this that we don't know, but how do you explain away the screenshots of the Domino's cookie brownie? How do you explain laying underneath someone's stomach and the caption saying, "I'm happiest when I'm beneath you"? How do you explain being the queen of FA? I don't know. Ethan, thank you so much for the super chat. Appreciate that, Ethan.
Like, it's not. And this is the very fucking reason why I don't want to show people in my videos. It has nothing to do with me and everything to do with so many of you I am talking to.
This has nothing to do with her, but everything to do with us. So 100% of the blame falls on the community yet again. It's not Amberlynn's fault. It's not Tommy's fault. It's not Tommy's fault that those pictures were taken and posted to a public website. It's all our fault because we found them. Got it. It's not the person that has this kind of interest's fault for contributing to destructive behavior, but it's the forum's fault for finding those photos and sharing them. Girl, be so for real right now. Come on. If you knew, no, that's just it. She didn't know. I don't think that Amberlynn would have went public with this girl if she knew that those screenshots were out there. If she knew that the brownie cookie screenshot was out there and the trapped under the stomach and all that other stuff, if she knew that those screenshots were out there and they were potentially going to be found by people in the community and discussed, Amberlynn would have never came to the internet with this girl. She would have never posted that TikTok. She had no idea. No. There's no way. She got those Amber Heard tears. I have seen some people say that this is very crocodile tear-esque. Amber's looking for fulfillment to fill the void. She'll never be able to fill that gap. I think that she just wants a girlfriend so badly. She wants a girlfriend so badly that she wants to look the other way. She's deliberately putting her head in the sand so that she doesn't see or hear anything regarding all of this. Did Tommy break up with her? Or, well, we're going to get to that.
To a big part of you, but I'm not talking to all of you. So I need that to be like fully known. Like, I know there are a lot of people who love and support me. Like, I know that. But like right now, that is not being heard.
This is very Eugenia coded. Very Eugenia coded. If you put your head in the sand and you ignore Eugenia's condition and you just tell her that she's pretty and her friendship with Jeffree Star is healthy and everything is wonderful and everything's awesome, you are supportive. That is her interpretation and definition of being supportive. It's no different with Amberlynn. If you put your head in the sand and you don't take a look at these screenshots and you don't talk about all these, interests that this Tommy girl has, then you're being supportive. If you just shut up, watch the TikTok, give it a thumbs up, and go on your day, you're supportive. But for the people that are calling this out and discussing the detrimental actions of this screenshot, I mean, you're a hater. You're a hater who wants to see Amberlynn miserable. And I know that she feels that way because Amberlynn has tunnel vision on one thing. She wants a girlfriend. And she's willing to do anything and everything to get that. And if that means ignoring screenshots of a woman being laid on by another 700-pound woman, so be it.
Heard as much as I feel it, what is really being heard is like, y'all are ruining someone's life who does not deserve it. Like, it is freaking crazy.
Did we post the screenshots? Did we go to some website that explores this kind of interest and take photos of us being laid on? Did we write the captions and share these on the internet? Or did someone in the community just come across publicly accessible information and share it and talk about it? We are ruining someone's life. Did we post the TikTok showing this girl's face? If you know that you got skeletons in the closet, maybe don't be doing a dance on TikTok. Maybe don't be showing yourself on TikTok, kissing on somebody and putting yourself out there. If you want to lay low and you want to get away with this kind of stuff, you don't come to TikTok and post all this stuff. So really, what is it, Amberlynn? Are we ruining this girl's life by bringing this to light? Are we? Because we didn't post those pictures. We didn't post those screenshots. We didn't write those captions about how we are happiest whenever we're being laid on by a 700-pound woman. It's our fault, though. It's our fault. Because if it wasn't our fault, then it would be that girl's fault, or it would be Amberlynn's fault, and we can't have that. No, we can't have that.
What is happening right now? You guys have interfered with my life in a way that, like, it makes me want to just fucking disappear. You guys have no idea. Like, if you guys knew the full...
Well, you didn't want to disappear a few days ago when you put up that TikTok.
...full story, you'd be like, oh, wait a minute. But you don't, and you'll...
Okay, then what's the point of you saying that? If you guys knew the full story, if you knew the full story that I could justify why those photos were taken and why those photos had that captions, you guys would be like, oh, but you're not going to share it? Then why even say that? Then tell us exactly. What is there? What is out there that can explain all of this away? I would love to hear it. I really would. There is no full story. Oh my God. This is gaslighting. What is the full story? But Amberlynn goes on to say, you guys will never know. You guys are never going to know. Well, honestly, out of everything that has been released about this girl, if you're holding on to something that can dispel all of these allegations, accusations, and rumors, why wouldn't that be the one thing that you would want to share with the community? Does that make sense to anyone? I mean, we saw the brownie cookie. We saw her being laid on. We saw the caption of her being the queen of FA. If you have something that can dispel all of those and explain those screenshots away, by all means, why would you not want to share that? What would be the point of not sharing that? I mean, there's all this damning evidence and information out there on the internet, but you hold the key to getting rid of all these problems and, vindicating this girl's character, but you don't want to share it? Amberlynn just wants the haters to be wrong. She wants them to look like the evil little detectives that, she thinks that they are. But I don't think that there is a full story. I don't think that there is something out there floating in the background that we don't know about that could explain away these screenshots.
Never know. But to find out all this fucking shit and then make your own narrative with it and say that...
What narrative was made? Baby, there was a photo that she posted with a caption that she wrote. What narrative is there? You pull up the photo, you read the caption of the photo. I don't have to say shit. I can talk about it and how I interpret that caption, but the photo speaks for itself. I agree that sometimes we do come on here and we make mountains out of small things. Like Amberlynn's mom not putting away her shopping cart at TJ Maxx and, me being all up in arms about it for the sense of being funny. This isn't funny. I mean, this isn't anything. There are photos, there are captions, there's evidence. I don't understand how she thinks that we're making our own narrative about this. We didn't post the photos. We didn't write the captions. What do you mean our own narrative? And if we are saying our own narrative that contradicts with the truth or the full story, then by all means, school us. Tell us why we're wrong.
That I'm in danger? You guys have no idea what you're talking about.
We don't. We have no idea what we're talking about. You rush into a relationship with someone in, a month? And you post up pictures of a U-Haul suggesting to your audience that you guys are going to move in together. And then we find out that this person's ex-girlfriend passed away in April. But we're the ones making up narratives and we don't understand what's going on. Okay.
Has pushed me away. Completely pushed me away. I don't think I'll be the same for a long time. Like, truly a long time. Because I had a future planned. And I was happy. And I was so fucking happy.
Girl, if you start planning a future with someone that you have known for a month, there's something wrong with you. You don't make long-term plans with someone that you have a cell phone relationship with after a month. They do not visit you one weekend and you guys start planning your wedding. That is insane. That is some Kardashian shit. Real people in the real world who want functional relationships and want to find real love, they don't do that kind of stuff. So for her to point her finger at us and say that we ruined the love of her life and she had plans and all this stuff, which, by the way, are things that Amberlynn has said in the past. She loves to come on here and say, oh, we had a whole future planned. Becky and I had a wedding planned. Jade and I had a wedding planned. For real, she always, the Destiny breakup video. In the Destiny breakup video, she says that verbatim as well. We had our whole lives ahead of us. We had our whole future planned out, but it all fell to pieces. I dated years before marriage. Most people do. I mean, you sometimes see people get engaged after a year and a half and you think, you guys doing this a little bit fast? A month, Amber. You are this torn up about some girl that you've been talking to on Instagram for a month? Come on. It's Amberlynn Kardashian. Amberlynn Kardashian. Susie Manuzzi, thank you so much for the super chat. Fat acceptance subverse. Subverse. S-U-B, not safe. That would actually make more sense because in the screenshot of her being laid on, it says that her favorite place in the world is to be laid on. So I interpreted that as her being the sub. So if it said F-A subverse, I guess that Tommy is the sub. That would actually make more sense. Thank you, Susie. I think that is what it says. It was mutual. Thank you so much for the super chat. Womp womp, to be honest. In time, if they actually did broke up, Amberlynn will look back on this. It might not be next month. It might even not be next year. But, I mean, honestly, a lot of people don't have close friends or family that have their best interest in mind and call this kind of stuff out. So, I mean, Amberlynn will realize in time that she should not get involved with someone like this. Thank you so much, Melissa. Listening while I'm at work. Enjoy the rest of your shift. Don't get caught. Cushy, thank you so much for 6 months on Twitch. Welcome back, Cushy. All the January people coming in hot. A few more days left of July. Thank you so much, Cushy.
So loved. And now we aren't together anymore because, like, her mental health comes first and her safety comes first. I should have known something like this was going to happen because 9 times out of 10, people make the smallest thing that I do or say or whatever it may be into like a fucking huge thing. Like,
this isn't small. This isn't a small thing. This isn't your mom putting her cart away at TJ Maxx half-assedly No, this is not one of those small things. This is not a pack of American spirits being on your kitchen counter that we see in the background of one of your vlogs to verify that Jade is a smoker. This is not one of those things, Amberlynn. This is about someone that has interests in contributing to the downfall of another person through exploiting their bad behaviors. This is not a little thing. No. This is not us making mountains out of pebbles. No. Absolutely not. This isn't the little label on your Starbucks cup that says 1 out of 5 items. This isn't us talking about an extra ice water that you may or may not got. Like, this is not one of those things. This is about someone that contacted you on Instagram, sought you out, and has a very dark past. And she's pissed because this girl made her feel special. She made her feel like she shouldn't be ashamed of herself. I bet she did. Because she likes that, Amber. She doesn't want to see you get on Ozempic. She doesn't want to see you turn your life around. She doesn't want to see you start eating better or less. She didn't want to see that. So obviously you felt comfortable around her. You felt accepted by her. But you don't establish that kind of safe space with someone after a month. You just don't. She just doesn't care. She doesn't care. I mean, and that you should care, Amber. You should care. And if you don't care, we care. So I guess you have that. If you don't care that this girl has those kind of interests and she wants to tailor you into the type of girlfriend that she wants, if you don't care and all that matters to you in life is having a girlfriend, do whatever you want. But so as long as you bring it to the internet and all those screenshots exist, we are free to discuss it. It's so delusional. It's beyond delusional. And I mean, I bet some of you are watching this right now, seeing her emotional response to this and thinking to yourself, she has this kind of response to the girl that she's been talking to for a month? A month. This is how like a 12-year-old in middle school would act. Oh, we were supposed to be forever. They loved me. They gave me their jersey to wear on Friday before the football game. We were supposed to be together forever. A month. A month. Because she gives Amberlynn approval. Yeah, it's enabling. Like textbook definition, enabling. Her BPD is in full swing. Well, I don't know exactly how that works, but you know, if it's like a pendulum or whatever, maybe there is a point that Amberlynn will, you know, have a moment of clarity and she'll realize that you should not be feeling this type of way towards someone that you've known for a month. And Amberlynn, all of this would have never happened if those photos weren't... Again, is it our fault that that girl had that kind of relationship with that person? Is it our fault that those photos were posted and those captions were written? If you date someone who has a clean track record and doesn't have skeletons in their closet, I mean, there's not going to be anything for us to talk about. So the fact that there is so much to talk about and you're pointing the finger at us, really? Are we the ones that should be pointed at right now?
Like, I should have known. I shouldn't have ever shared her. I shouldn't have done it. But we were so fucking happy and in love and on cloud 9. Like, literally. Like,
honeymoon. Honeymoon. The honeymoon phase. Before all the cracks begin to show in the relationship, before you find out who that person really is. The honeymoon period for some people can last a hell of a lot longer than 1 month. You might not find out who you're dating until years down the line. We were so happy and we went out to eat and I had a full sugar Coke, not even Diet Coke. We were so happy. We were out doing this and that and we went to a club and we found a cat in the bathroom. It was so amazing. Girl, come on. Are we 16? This isn't even 16. I think a 16-year-old would know better. This is 12. This is middle school. She was love bombing her. This is why you're feeling so deeply. I agree. I think that Amberlynn was being love bombed. Full sugar cherry Coke. Yeah, I didn't even feel like I needed to order a Diet Coke. I ordered a full sugar Coke. I was so happy. I felt accepted. She wasn't ashamed to be around me. I didn't feel like I had to substitute the bun on my cheeseburger for something else. I didn't feel like I had to get asparagus instead of French fries. We were so happy. And now you guys, you pieces of shit hater nation, interfered and you took that happiness away from me. And for that, I will forever blame you. Girl, just because the girl flew out and got a rental car Jeep, took you to some restaurant and let you order a full sugar Coke. I know, the Cheesecake Factory too. Yeah. She got a rental car and drove me to the Cheesecake Factory. We were so happy. Girl, you need to look a little bit past the bridge of your nose in terms of what people's intentions are with you.
I felt so loved before. And to have that taken from me because of people who actually hate me and that actually want to see me miserable, they don't care. Like, they don't care. It's all just for fucking show and for
regardless of whether or not we care about if you're happy or not, facts are facts. The screenshots were discovered. The photos were taken. The captions were written. So regardless of whether or not you think that I or anyone else in the community bringing this to light to, prevent you from being with someone harmful is a good thing or a bad thing, or we're just being fake, that's your interpretation, whatever. But regardless of whether or not that is, the fact that we're just calling it out, we're just talking about the facts. And I think that it's BS that she in this video is saying you guys are writing your own narrative. There's no narrative to write. The proof is all in the pudding. It's all right there on display. What do you mean? Liv, thank you. FBI Frank works hard, but Kiwi Farms works harder. Oh my God. That cracked me up. Thank you, Liv. Oh my. Well, I guess if the FBI is ever hiring, they will know where to look for some new prospects. Effing and Jeffing, thank you so much for the super chat. Jordy, you've been working some serious overtime this week and weekend with the Amberverse drama. Appreciate you and your dedication. Thank you so much, Effing and Jeffing. I really appreciate that. I'm glad that you guys are enjoying these streams and the coverage on all that is unfolding with our girl. Donna QC, appreciate the super chat. Hey, Jordy, finally caught alive. You've been working overtime this week. Oh, very similar to what Jeff just said. Glad you're out of jail. I have made bail. I am out of jail. Those days are behind me. I'm a new man.
Drama and people monetizing and making money. Like, it's not fair. But I hope that these people are happy because not only did they ruin my life, but they're ruining someone else's life. And
ruining. I mean, if us talking about screenshots that person posted on a public forum is ruining their life, is it our fault because we found them and talked about it, or is it their fault because they posted it? I mean, take a shred of accountability here. This is so 4 years old. 4 years old. It's all their fault. It's all their fault. I mean, really, sometimes I feel like we need to go back to early childhood development and learn the concept of sharing. You don't just hold a toy and say, no, this is mine. You let the other kids play with the toy too. You guys share. Not everything is about you. You're not the main character. It sometimes involves other people. Sometimes you're partially at fault. Sometimes they're partially at fault. You guys come to compromise and you say sorry. We do. We need to go back to fucking kindergarten, apparently, and learn the principles of life before. But it's just insane that we talk about this kind of stuff with a 34-year-old person. Jordy, how are you going to sleep tonight? This is all your fault. Really? Because people found screenshots of this girl participating in very egregious behavior. We are the ones that shouldn't be able to sleep tonight? How does that make sense? If Amber knew this, she wouldn't be crying in this video, and she would be talking shit instead. She wants to show stuff publicly without consequences. And she can. She can have a lover. She can have a girlfriend. She can have a functional relationship. But you got to do a little bit of research, hun. You got to look into people. You can't fall in love after a month of DMing someone on Instagram. You can have that person in your life that likes you for you and not because you're going to eat 4 cookie brownies from Domino's. Is your best friend angry with you, Jordy? Oh, God, I don't know. Let me see if I'm still blocked on Instagram. Nope, not blocked. Oh, wow, okay. I don't know. Maybe we are still besties. Who knows? I'm sorry. We actually tried to make it so you didn't pass away. And I feel like if she were to have a little bit of clarity down the line and look back on this relationship, fully take in everything objectively and not be in her feels about this. Because right now, Amberlynn is very in her feels about this. And when people are very emotional, they don't think clearly. They don't see the facts on the paper. But that's what you need to do as an adult. You need to, regardless of how you feel and how heartbroken you are and how torn up inside you are, you need to look at how things are on paper. And that's how you make your decisions. That's why they teach kids whenever you get really angry or whenever you get really upset, you don't immediately make a decision. Because if you sit there and you take some deep breaths and you wait 10 seconds, you might do something entirely different. So this is what Amberlynn needs to do. She needs to calm down. She needs to take some deep breaths. She needs to wait 10 seconds. And then she needs to realize whether or not she should be making a video blaming everyone else on the internet. Camps, thank you for the super chat. That's not a choker, that's a permanent ring. Chiclets Pondu, appreciate that. How is it our fault that Tommy does this? But you know what? Apparently Amberlynn has a side of her story that she can explain this all away. This is all just a misunderstanding, right? This is all just a big misunderstanding. There's a part of the story that if we knew this, we would look at everything and say, oh, we were wrong. That girl isn't who we think she is. That girl didn't participate in these kind of activities. Oh, but she doesn't want to share that. I don't know why. If anything, out of all the information that was shared, that would be the one thing that you probably should want to share, yeah? Right? If you have the key that unlocks all of these dark secrets and can get rid of all of it, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? Unless there actually isn't a key. Unless there actually isn't something behind the scenes that can vindicate you from all of this. Unless you're lying. Mad Hatter, thank you for the bits. This happens every time she gets a girlfriend. How did she not know that this would come out? I kind of think she knew and wants views and attention. I really don't think that this is for views and attention. I think that Amberlynn was very much so interested in having a new side character on her program, someone that would move in with her, someone that would drive her around, someone that could be best friends with her and her mom. It could be like a little, party of Amberlynn, her girlfriend, and her mom, and they would all go to bingo every week, and then they would go to Panera afterward. And like I think that that's very much so what Amberlynn wants. She wants that. I don't think that this is all for views and attention. I think that Amberlynn is just lazy. I don't think that she looked into this girl. I don't think that she did her research. I think that whatever this girl told her about her history and who she is as a person, it was twisted and warped to a certain narrative. Funny, kind of what she's accusing we're doing. And I think that Amberlynn just said, oh, okay. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah, okay. Sure. Yeah. I think that that's what happened. I think that Amberlynn was just lazy. She has tunnel vision. She says she's looking at the end of the tunnel right now, and at the end of the tunnel, in big blazing neon letters, it says girlfriend, and that is what she wants. That is where she wants to be. Do you think that Mama Lynn has seen the stomach trap pic? I don't think so. I don't think that Amberlynn's mom looks at forums or reaction channels, or I don't think so. I think that Amberlynn's mom only knows what Amberlynn tells her. So she's only getting one side of the story.
Her mental health is not good right now, and neither am I. Like, I'm literally, like, look at me. Like, I just am a fucking mess. Like, everything right now feels heavy and scary, and it's just not okay. Like, I regret so badly ever sharing her. I know people are gonna watch this and just not give a fuck. They're just gonna roll their eyes and just not care. I feel like my words don't matter to a lot of people, or the way that I feel. They never have mattered. People watch me to just laugh at.
Well, girl, your words don't matter because they contradict themselves. Your words don't matter because you lie to us. Your words don't matter because everything that you says doesn't make sense. Your words don't matter because you don't give us words that matter. I mean, if you have something that could make all of this go away and could explain all of those screenshots and all of those captions, but you don't want to talk about it, then yeah, the little fluff and BS that you do have to say, it doesn't matter. Your words don't matter just because we look down on you and patronize you and don't care and don't hear you out. Oh, we hear you out, Amber. I've listened to every word that you've said so far. None of it has been helpful in explaining away who your girlfriend really is. Your words don't matter because they don't make any sense. Oh my gosh. Does anyone see the tears that she keeps wiping away? No. No, I don't see any tears.
I regret so badly ever sharing her. I know people are gonna watch this and just not give a fuck. They're just gonna roll their eyes and just not care. I feel like my words don't matter to a lot of people, or the way that I feel. They never have mattered. People watch me to just laugh.
Well, regardless of how you feel, Amberlynn, you should not want to be in a relationship with someone who makes you feel special, makes you feel wanted, makes you feel not ashamed of yourself. But if the little bit that you have to give up to achieve all that is your health, then yeah, no, sorry. If me calling out someone and preventing them from, continuing their weird, sick agenda as you as their next target, is going to make you feel a little bit upset, then so be it. Because if you don't have anyone looking out for you, and you have these people out there that prey on these vulnerable people, and you don't have anyone to call it out. This is kind of what we mean when we say Amberlynn should be thanking us. I know that doesn't, because she's in her feels right now. She doesn't understand it. She's not looking at it objectively. This is all about girlfriend being held, being loved, being kissed, ordering Coke that isn't diet. This is all that. This isn't about what is best for you.
I've mattered. People watch me to just laugh at me and to hate me, and I'm realizing people just want to ruin my life, and it worked. So people literally just don't think before they post. They're fucking just hungry.
We don't think before we post? Did your girlfriend think before she posted a photo of her being laid on by someone else? Did your girlfriend think before calling herself the queen of FA? We don't think before we post. Did you think before you put up that TikTok, Amber? Because throughout this episode, you have said that you regret posting it. Did you think? We didn't think. We didn't think. Okay. Yeah, let's go back. Let's see what people are hungry for.
Fucking just hungry for the next drama, the next thing to make me look bad or to make someone I love look bad. That's just what they're waiting for. And when they
well, you're the one doing that. Honestly, Amberlynn, for a while now, your channel has been pretty dry, pretty dull, not much to talk about. So, if there finally is something to talk about, is that our fault? People are hungry for the next drama. If we're piranhas waiting for something to talk about, you just threw us a big piece of meat. Because this isn't good. Projection. Yeah. Her definitely saying that people don't think before they post. That's definitely projection, because she 100% regrets posting the TikTok. In addition to that girl putting up those screenshots. Hungry. Hungry. Why did she say it like that? Winter, thank you so much for the super chat. Amber always posts thumbnails of her eating, though. Yeah, she does. Amberlynn hasn't been doing too many videos of her eating. She'll do a taste test and stuff like that, but she there's other videos which she used to put up, and her thumbnails would be of her leaning over a kitchen counter, or her ass hanging out, or she does it on purpose. Just Jamie, thank you. We'll likely know based on Amber's size if they stay together. Now I really think that Valentine was fake. Oh, God. Could you imagine if this girl was Valentine? How bad that would be? If this girl and Amberlynn have been talking since January, February, and then that girl passed away in April while being with Amberlynn, do you see how bad that would... that would make that girl look 1,000 times worse than she already does, but that would also make Amberlynn look terrible. Terrible. Oh my God. I don't even want to consider that. Thank you, Jamie. The dog's damn bark. Not to be confused with the cat's damn meow. I'm so scared to think what would happen if they stayed together. I could barely sleep, yet somehow we're labeled as not caring for her well-being. We just want to see her miserable. We're just hungry for drama. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, we like drama, and yeah, we like having something to talk about. But I mean, girl, when this comes down to it, this isn't about a Starbucks cup. This isn't about American Spirit cigarettes being on the counter. This isn't about your mom not putting away her shopping cart at TJ Maxx correctly. This is about you being with someone who has a very dark past. I think that Valentine had a wife, and then the wife passed away, and Valentine became Tommy/Willow. Shh, don't let me sleep over her.
They thought they found that. They turned it into something way bigger than what it really is. And you guys, again, do not know the full story. And
Whoa. I need to hear that again.
Hungry for the next drama, the next thing to make me look bad or to make someone I love look.
It sounds like she's about to minimize it. It sounds like she's about to minimize it. They found something and then they blew it up into something way more than it actually was. So is this her kind of hinting at that being the full story? Is her minimizing the severity of those screenshots the full story? We are just interpreting those screenshots incorrectly. Okay, Amber, if we should be interpreting those screenshots differently, how should we be interpreting them? How should we interpret a woman being laid on by another 700-pound woman calling herself the happiest person in the world because she's being smushed and the queen of FA? Hold on. I need to hear that again.
Bad, like that's just what they're waiting for. And when they thought they found that, they turned it into something way bigger than what it really is. And
when they found that, aka when we found the screenshots, they turned it into something way bigger than it actually was. Then if it isn't so big and if it isn't such a big deal, then why'd you guys break up? If it isn't such a big deal, why is this girl's mental health in the shitter? Why is this girl beside herself? Why is this girl debilitated, as you put it? Huh? If this is just us making mountains out of some pebbles, then what is the full story? There is no full story. Amberlynn just told on herself right here. She's basically saying that we shouldn't be taking these screenshots as seriously as we are. We shouldn't be talking about these screenshots. They're not a big deal. Okay. Yeah, not a big deal. Uh-huh. Because no one admits to doing this. No one admits to having this kind of interest. It's not a big deal. Okay. Let's get to 500 likes and I'll gift 500 memberships. 500 memberships. 5 memberships. Thank you so much, Tangled. If you guys care to on YouTube, press the little thumbs up. If we get to 500 likes, Tangled has made the declaration that they are willing to gift 5 subscriptions to everybody watching. So you may be a lucky recipient. Go ahead and press that thumbs up real quick if you care to. If you care to. If you care to ruin my life. Jordan Braidwood, thank you so much for the super sticker. Thank you, Jordan.
You guys, again, do not know the full story. And it's sad, but you never will. I really don't know what else.
Why not? Why not? It's sad, but you never will. She just wants to hide behind this fake cloud, this fake smoke screen. Well, you guys don't know what you're talking about. And so as long as I don't explain myself, I can keep saying that you guys don't know what you're talking about. Girl, there is no full story. There is no full story. Come on. You just want to minimize the screenshots. You want to say that the brownie cookie thing and her being laid on and all this other, it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Why is that not a big deal? She told on herself just here. There is no full story. There's no full story. This whole, I'm not going to tell you guys. You guys don't deserve to know. You'll never know the full story. This is all BS. Quissy, thank you. My theory is that Amberlynn doesn't think that Tommy counts as this kind of person because she probably told Amber that her late partner was the mastermind and she just went along with it. Hold on, let me read that again. My theory is that Amberlynn doesn't think Tommy counts as this kind of person because Tommy told Amber that her late partner was the mastermind and she just went along with it. That's interesting. How she honestly could like blame it on the woman that passed away. I wasn't into this. I didn't like this. I was kind of just going along with what she liked. She was into it, and I just kind of idly sat by and went along with it to make her happy. If that's the case, then why is this girl DMing Spanx Beluga? Why is this girl DMing Amber? Why is this girl DMing a whole bunch of people who are on death's doorstep? That would be my response. So, no, there's no way that she can use that as her out here. You're not going to blame the dead woman. Sorry. Quinn Baker, thank you. Crap, I'm late. What's happening? Girl, start from the beginning. It's a wild episode. Thank you so much, Quinn. Smeg Magician, thank you. Jordy, I've been a follower and remember when you had 10,000 followers. Look at you now. I'm so happy for you. Came back for this horrifying Amber era. Oh, so you have been here a while. Thank you so much, Smeg. It has been a wild ride. Definitely been a wild ride. Thank you so much for being a subscriber for so long. Miyagi, appreciate the 3 months on Twitch. Thank you.
What else to say besides I kind of just feel defeated and hopeless, and I'm absolutely heartbroken. Like, it's just the worst feeling in the world to go from being so fucking happy and like...
Love bomb. Love bomb. You know what they say. I mean, the quicker it starts, the quicker it ends. So the fact that you had this magical weekend with this girl and you get to ride around in a Jeep that she got as a rental car and you guys went to the Cheesecake Factory. I mean, Amberlynn, that's all temporary. To make a relationship work long term, it can't be this like weird, twisted stuff that you get involved in on Instagram. It can't be it. You can have that. It's a possibility for someone to love you and want to be with you long term and take you to Cheesecake Factory once a week and do all this stuff. That, I mean, it's possible, but you got to find the right one. And I know that Amberlynn is not patient. I know that she's fed up. I know that she wants a girlfriend now. I know that, you know, our world is very instant gratification prone, but sometimes it takes a while to find the right person, Amber. You can't just go for whoever DMs you on Instagram and loves bombs you first. You can't be falling for this kind of stuff. Because there's no way that this would work long term. Echo Beaches, thank you. You all know she's going to take her back. Someone that validates her and lets her be toxic? No way she'll let that go. That's why I said that if this relationship were to end, it's going to end on that girl's behalf. She's going to be the one to end it. It's not going to be Amber. Amberlynn's not going to walk away. She's not going to take a look at these screenshots and think, yeah, that's actually horrible. That's actually bad that took place. You know what? I don't want to be in a relationship with you. That's not going to happen. The only way that this ends is if this girl gets overwhelmed by girl world and realizes this isn't something that I want to get mixed up in. I really wanted to be laid on, but not this bad. Bye. Which allegedly has happened, according to Amber titling this video, "It's Over." So apparently this girl got overwhelmed by the response of all of this and the screenshots going around and everything. But I don't know. Maybe she gets overwhelmed and then maybe a week goes by and she comes around and realizes that it's not that big of a deal and she doesn't care that she's being talked about online. And so as long as she doesn't show her relationship online with Amber, she doesn't. I don't know. I don't know. But I'm telling y'all that Tommy is going to have to be the one to end this because it's not going to be Amberlynn. Not going to be Amberlynn. Amberlynn just said that they ended things because of mental health. Amberlynn doesn't care. Amberlynn doesn't care about this. That other girl ended it. She probably said, you know what? I don't want anything to do with this. You're too much. This is too much drama. So yeah. Same thing with same thing with Sala and Chantal. Chantal is too desperate. If it's going to end, it's going to be on his behalf. He's going to say, get the hell out of the Middle East. Go back to where you came from. Go eat your cheese gravy fries back in Canada. Get out of here. That's how that ends. It's not going to be by Chantal ending it. Same case with her. It always has to be the other person walking away.
So sure of my feelings and my future to have that just ripped away from me over something that I didn't even do. Like, that's like the hardest.
Oh my God, we did it. We did it. Did you hear that? It's so sad that Amberlynn had this ripped away from her and had her feelings stomped on for something that she didn't even do. Those nasty people. You just had to go out and you just had to find those screenshots of Tommy. You just had to find proof that she was doing this. You just had to share those photos of her getting laid on by that woman. You just had to get to her. You had to make her stressed out. Now I don't have a girlfriend, and this is all your fault. Katie, thank you. Jordy, I messaged Marley and told her my tuition is 3 times more than... Marley actually recently had someone really close to her pass away, so I'm not sure she's in the best mood. But maybe she will find that funny. I'll ask her about it. Thank you so much, Katie. Marigold, appreciate that. Tommy is who we thought wifey was. Yeah. And I mean, honestly, looking back on that and everything, I don't think that wifey was or had those kind of interests. I mean, you know, she definitely liked big girls, but I don't think it was to the point where it was like, let me feed you brownie cookies. So yeah, I think it was more so that she just liked big girls and she wanted to kick her feet up and take advantage of Amber financially. But, you know, there's a lot in that season we don't know. Yeah, there's so much you guys don't know. There's so much you guys don't know. Gosh. It's like a broken record. Tangled, thank you so much for gifting 5 subscriptions. Appreciate you doing that. That was nice of you. Thank you. That's weird. It didn't... Wait, what? Wait, I might be mistaken. Something came up on my Streamlabs, but it's like not showing up on YouTube. I'm sorry. I don't know if you did that or not. Regardless, thank you so much if you may have done that. Sorry. Harpy Lady Sisters, thank you so much for the super chat. My mom taught me to be careful dating, but Amber's mother figure was sadly absent when she should have learned these skills. Her communication is mothering. Well, we know that Amberlynn's early childhood and developmental phases were tumultuous. So I guess it makes sense that she's not able to interpret and reason the way that someone else might be able to, if we're giving her the benefit of the doubt. Danny, thank you so much for becoming a member. Hey, Danny. Danny Phantom. Chill Moth, hey again. The bar is so low for her that it's saddening. At this point, it's like, whoever will take me, I will have you. Whoever wants to move in, regardless of whether or not you're toxic or regardless of whether or not you want to ruin my life and do all the blah, blah, blah. Go ahead. Come on in. The water's fine. Yeah. Very much so, the bar being low. Thank you, Chill Moth. Danielle. Hey, Danielle. Thank you. And to think that this all started with you doxing Tommy Pickles. This all started when Amberlynn put up her TikTok. This all started when Amberlynn posted that little 16-second clip of them falling in love and showing this girl's face. Oh my gosh. That Tommy Pickles thing feels like it was forever ago now. I mean, I know that was only like a week and a half ago, but it feels like it was a month ago. Thanks for having these streams, Jordy. My mental health appreciates them. Well, at least someone's mental health is being benefited because of these streams. Thank you, Danielle. Oh my God, Tangled. Tangled has gifted 10 subscriptions on YouTube. I don't know if I missed the first 5 or whatever happened, but coming in hot, Tangled. We now have 10 new memberships courtesy of Tangled Missy. Thank you. Holy moly. Congratulations to the lucky recipients. Soda and Sadness. Appreciate that. Oh, I've watched it. I have watched it. I don't think that that's something that I want to show on here. But I mean, like I've said before, you guys, there is more. There are more skeletons in the closet. There are more things, more information out there, but I don't think that this is the place to do so. Mandy gifting 5 subscriptions on Twitch. Coming in hot like a cat's damn meow. Thank you, Mandy. I really appreciate that. Jeez, oh man. I feel like a fool for thinking that Amberlynn was headed down a good path finally. Oh, you must be new, Nixie. Yeah, you always think Amberlynn's going to turn it around. She's going to make better decisions. She's going to start choosing herself over the superficial stuff in life. But nope. Every time, it always comes back to blaming other people. Blaming other people, no accountability, no responsibility. It's always someone else's fault. And we are to blame. Tangled gifting 1 more subscription. I suppose 10 wasn't enough. Or maybe 15. I think it was 15. Because I'm almost positive that I saw you gift 5 originally. 16 subscriptions gifted by Tangled. Holy effing moly. Thank you, Tangled. And I will be looking into that mod thing. Don't think I've forgotten about you. I just need to look up like how to put in your username and all that mumbo jumbo. I don't know why YouTube makes it so difficult. The Dr. Oz stuff. Yeah, like I don't want to pull up there's just certain things I don't want to pull up. I think that she'd be trashing Tommy if they really broke up. No, I mean, maybe. But I think that Amberlynn only trashes people when she realizes that there's not a possibility of them getting back together. Notice how Amberlynn really hasn't trashed Wifey that much. Hasn't really trashed Jade all that much. Maybe Amberlynn is kind of keeping the idea in her back pocket of, hey, maybe 6 months from now, a year, 2, 3 years from now, Wifey might come around again. I think the reason why Becky got shat on so much is because she realized that was it. This is the end. So I think that Amberlynn is either still in a relationship with this girl and they're just keeping it on the low, or she's hoping that they get back together, that this girl just needs a little bit of time. She just changed her Instagram name to O Amby. Shut up. She changed her Instagram name. Breaking news. Let me pull up a tab. Instagram. Queen. Oh, shit, y'all. We now have confirmation that Amberlynn has changed her Instagram name from Tommy's Girl to O.Amby. Breaking effing news. No longer Tommy's Girl. This doesn't mean anything to me, though, because if Amberlynn is trying to play us and she's trying to make us think that they are no longer together, but they actually are, she would do something like this. Oh, look, we broke up. I'm going to release a breakup video. I'm going to change my Instagram name. But we're still going to be together. She did this with Jade. Amberlynn, you did this once already. I wouldn't be surprised if you were doing it again. O.Amby. Damn. Why does she have the devil horns in every photo? This is the first time I'm looking at her Instagram ever since I've been unblocked. She does it a lot. Are you trying to tell us something, Amber? Oh my. Because that's what Tommy calls her. Oh, Amby as in oh lordy. You think she's trying to copy me? You think that this is her taking a shot at me? Oh, Amby. Oh, Captain, my Captain. Oh boy, thank you so much for letting me know that. Earn. Alicia B, thank you. I have joined the Forced Boyfriend to Watch Club, but I think I picked the worst time to join. He was like, WTF are you watching? From the... No, if you're forcing your boyfriend to watch, this is a great time to get involved. Oh my gosh, something actually happening in Girl World? What? Most of the time, it's just her going through groceries or playing bingo with her mom. This is a great time to force your boyfriend to watch. I hope he sticks around. Thank you so much, Alicia. Tangled, thank you again for the super chat. In addition to all those gifted subscriptions, beyond generous of you. Incredible. Thank you. Thank you. CEO of memes. Appreciate that. Tommy was commenting on Amberlynn's TikToks back in April. Really? I have not seen screenshots of that, but that's interesting. And we all know what was happening back in April. Damn. But you know, according to Amber, all of this can be explained. There's a part of the story we don't know. Okay. All right. But we're never going to get told that. Got it. We got a rat in the chat. Who's the rat in the chat? What does that even mean? Yikes, they sold my Kia for you. Thank you so much for the super chat. Her life and taste in women have spiraled since Becky left. This is her karma for what she did to her. Well, according to Amber, Jade was the best thing that ever happened to her. She was the other half of her heart. But it kind of seems like Becky made out on top. But I agree. Amberlynn hasn't been doing too well since that all ended. Amber is in here, Jordy. Why do you guys keep saying that? Is there like a way to see who's watching? Rachel Vendetta gifting 5 subscriptions. Holy cow. Thank you, Rachel. That was really kind of you to do. 5 new members courtesy of Rachel. Welcome, welcome, guys. Beck ain't no sub. I love to see that Becky's thriving. Becky's been through a lot. Because, I mean, she was just kind of being complacent as Amberlynn's girlfriend. And then she got basically removed from the apartment with no money, no nothing to her name. And then got really depressed, started working a job where she was on her feet all the time, really wasn't making a lot of money. And then she got arrested. How could I forget about that? So it's nice to see Becky finally make a comeback and finally be in a spot where she is doing well for herself. Kelly Ann with 5 gifted subscriptions. Kelly, thank you for doing that. Right off of Rachel and then right off of Tangled. Holy cow. YouTube chat is going to start looking like Twitch chat. Everybody's going to have one. Thank you so much for doing that. I really, really appreciate you doing that, Kelly. Thank you. Beck and BB are living the good life. Becky got arrested. Yeah. She, it was like a misunderstanding. It was like she was backing out in a parking lot and she hit a coworker, and then like the cop came and like assessed the incident and then realized that Becky's license was suspended. And then like one thing led to another. It wasn't like anything criminal really. I mean, I guess it was since he got arrested, but like it wasn't anything like she wasn't being belligerent. She wasn't, like swinging at the cop or anything like that. It was just like her insurance or her license was suspended. Like it was like a paper, like something on paper wasn't working out, but she got it handled. Panda Cat. Thank you, Panda Cat. Hi, Jordy. Just wanted to say you look like you got some sun on your vacation. I do. Thank you. Do I? I don't know, but the UV index in South Carolina compared to here in Pittsburgh is like way higher. So being out in the sun is a lot more like potent. So I wouldn't be surprised. Thank you for noticing. Appreciate that, Panda Cat. Katie Bird. Thank you. Appreciate that. Amber has never self-actualized. This, along with untreated BPD, explains her middle school mindset. She'll never take accountability and will continue the victim mentality, blaming us for destroying her fantasy life. That's been a constant with Amberlynn. It's always point the finger at someone else. Always point the finger at someone else. Never look inward. Never look at the people that you care about. AKA, we're not going to blame Tommy. It's not Tommy's fault for posting those photos and having those captions written. No. It's the hater's fault. And when she was with Becky, it was always Becky's fault. It became a running joke. Oh, there's pizza rolls in the freezer? Becky's fault. She was the one that bought them. Well, what was I supposed to do? Not eat the pizza rolls? Becky bought those pizza rolls and put them in the freezer and tempted me. So I ate them and gained weight, and I failed my diet. Is that my fault that I ate all the pizza rolls? No. It's the bitch who bought them. No. Yeah. I think you are, as again, hitting the nail right on the head. Thank you, Katie Bird. Becca on the Brink. Cute little username. Thank you. It just makes no sense that she's able to ignore the behavior that posted that stuff of Tommy. It's her life on the line. And that's just it, Becca. I mean, you would like to think that someone wants to save their life, wants to turn it around. But I don't know. If Amberlynn has just mentally thrown in the towel and she thinks that the only way that she'll be able to get love is to be with someone like this. But it's just surprising that this would be more important to someone than wanting to save their life. But life is all about perspective, I suppose. Tangle, thank you for the super chat. There is a post from the girlfriend that she was over 1,000 pounds and apologized for losing weight. Really? You're kidding. Well, I haven't seen that screenshot yet. Similarly to the type of posts that have been made on that same website. I didn't know that, honest to God, I didn't know that a human body could reach 1,000 pounds. I mean, when I saw that she was 700, I was aghast. She was over 1,000 pounds and apologized for losing weight. I don't know. If I see that screenshot later, maybe we'll talk about that in a future stream. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Marie M. Really appreciate your super sticker. Thank you, Marie. Chrissy Ann. Hey, Chrissy. Welcome back for your 6th month. I've joined the 6-month club. You have just in time to call yourself one of the January people. One of the founders. One of the founders. Thank you so much, Chrissy Ann. Kim K. Hey, Kim K. The character limit on these kills me. I want to yap. I think that you're able to send a super chat a little bit longer than that. I've seen some pretty long super chats before. It should let you send you a little bit more than 2 sentences. Well, I'm sorry, Kim. Shadow Flare, really appreciate you gifting a subscription to Endless Void. Just Jeff. Hey, Jeff. Welcome back for your 6 months on YouTube. Rest in peace to the most fit girl Amberlynn will find. Well, if you think back to the beginning of season 5, Wifey was really built up to be a fit person. She was an athlete in college. She was honestly, when they first started talking at the beginning of season 5 and that girl moved in and everything, they were making it sound like Jade was like a personal trainer. I mean, she might have been an athlete in college and everything, but once the first photos began to leak of her taking Twinkie for a walk, those rumors got dispelled real quick. That always makes me just have you ever known someone that played high school football or played basketball in college, but now they're 43 and are morbidly obese, but still say oh, I'm an athlete, as if that means anything? Like, someone who played college ball back in the 90s, but now it's like, you know, they got a spare tire bigger than what goes on a Hummer. But I mean, it's like, back in the day, you know, I used to be able to throw a football over them mountains. Don't out me, Jordy. Did you used to play basketball in college? Most football coaches are too. Oh my gosh. I know that always kills you. Like when you see it like football practices and I mean, not that I like frequent football practices, but like, you know, I have friends that are involved in like football organizations, stuff like that, the coaches, stuff like that. So, I mean, it's just always funny to see the coach who's like 3X taking advantage of the Applebee's all you can eat stuff. And then like, you know, they're out on the field screaming at people to run harder and to hustle. Oh my God. That was always the worst word in sports to hear. Hustle. You need to hustle. Oh God. Uncle Rico. I'm glad you got the reference, Beth. Hypertensive tomato. Appreciate that. Real question. How much responsibility do we put on the person receiving in these types of relationships? Or are they just parasitic in nature? Well, I mean, I don't think that they're being coerced. Sorry, coerced. I don't think that Amberlynn or the woman that passed away was coerced into being given brownie cookies from Domino's. I do think that there is an aspect of these kind of dynamics that assumes participation on both sides. That would be really twisted to think that it wasn't consensual, but I suppose it could be non-consensual. It's just kind of a hard concept to wrap my head around. Non-consensual. It's like even worse. It's like somehow this situation was able to get worse. Oh God. Brooke, thank you. It's giving multiple wifey vibes. She's going to get a new girlfriend in a week, and it will surely be Tommy off screen. Just a prediction. I think that Amberlynn, if she were smart and she did do that and she actually is still in a relationship with this girl, she just wouldn't talk about it at all. Wouldn't talk about having a girlfriend, wouldn't talk about dating, wouldn't talk about her DMs on Instagram. If that's her goal, and this is who she wants to be with, and this is kind of the activities that she wants to participate in, and she wants to give up, essentially. Obviously, she's not going to get any support from her audience if she chooses that, but you know how we'll know? If we keep expanding, that's how we'll know. Not talking about Ozempic. I'm still waiting for her to explain Ozempic. What happened with that? And don't come on here and tell me it just doesn't work anymore. Not buying it. Riss, appreciate that. Amberlynn wants this. She can't stand being alone and doesn't care about losing. This was the perfect plan. She's embarrassed now. I don't think that I don't know if Amberlynn wants this necessarily so much as she's succumbing to the inevitability of it. I think that she realizes that there are only certain types of people out there that would want to be in a relationship with someone that is a quarter ton. So she's just kind of accepting what is inevitable. So if Amberlynn's able to lean into her bad habits, lean into someone that is going to enable her, then I hope it's worth it, girl. I hope a girlfriend is everything that you've wanted and more. We accept the love we think we deserve. Come on, perks of being a wallflower. ZZ, thank you. Oh, I have never heard of that person on Instagram. Okay, interesting. I'll have to look that up. Thank you, ZZ. Or Zizzy. Ava, hey Ava. O.ambi alert. This is code red. Amberlynn has officially changed her Instagram username. She is no longer hi, I'm Bambi. She is no longer Tommy's girl. She is Ambi. Thank you, Ava. Mad Hatter, appreciate the bits. Okay. Yeah, I am planning on doing a Eugenia video in the next couple days. So, actually, Earn was actually able to get the footage of the one from her at Disney. So I actually have that footage to go over courtesy of Earn. So thank you, Earn, for sending me that. Angela, thank you so much for the super chat. Sorry, not a super chat. The 4 months. Appreciate you becoming a member again. Welcome back for your 4 months. 1, 2, 3, 4. For real, she changed it? Yeah, she has a new Instagram name. Kim K, thank you. 10 likes and I'm swinging on the Tommy troll in chat. Yeah, you guys were saying earlier that there was some type of rat in the chat. I didn't see anybody causing problems, but I mean, I am oblivious to some things. Like, if there's like people fighting in the chat, like sometimes I don't know about it until the stream is over. I don't know. I suppose if there ever are trolls in the chat, just have fun with them. Don't take them too seriously. Katya B1303, thank you for the bits. LJ Hartery, welcome to the Shorties. Glad to have you as a member, LJ. Thank ya. Someone pretending to be Tommy. Oh, okay. David, thank you. Where in South Carolina were you? I'm on Fripp for the week. Hope you liked my state. It's interesting here. I was in Myrtle Beach. Yeah, I had a nice time there. The weather wasn't great, but you know, oh well. What are you going to do? Thank you, David. Orange Goral. Appreciate the super chat. Thank you. There are folks who actually despise her, and it's those people that actually want to see her remain in this relationship. Yeah, if anything, if I were to come on here and say, oh my God, I'm so happy that Amberlynn has found the love of her life. I'm so happy that she's finally with someone that has posted photos of being laid on by a 700-pound woman. I'm so happy. Like, that would make me toxic. If I kissed Amberlynn's ass, then that would be me being toxic. But because I'm telling her what she doesn't want to hear, in her mind, I'm being toxic. But actually, if I was doing the opposite, I'd be toxic. But maybe in time, she'll realize that. Orange Girl, appreciate that. Thank you. Katia, thank you again for gifting a subscription on Twitch. The trolls would encourage this. And you see a lot of those kind of people in Chantal's chat. If you go on Chantal's live stream and you see people telling her, like, yeah, eat another gigantic pink donut. You deserve it. Those haters don't know what they're talking about. They're just jealous of you, Chantal. Yeah, eat another bucket of rice. Go ahead. Like, those people are the twisted, sadistic ones. I mean, you know, I'm not saying I'm nice to Chantal, but I mean, going in there and manipulating them into eating more and like all that other, like, you see that a lot in Chantal's chat. Like, one of her mods, there was a stream that Chantal did a few days ago. All right, see you, Mandy. There was a stream that she did a few days ago where she was like in the pool and she got overwhelmed or too hot or something. One of her mods commented in her stream and said, "Girl, get out of the pool. You should go back to your room in the air conditioning and have a little treat. You deserve it." They think that the trolls are supporters. I know that they do. When actually, those are the worst kind of viewers. She's pointing her finger at us, calling us disgusting and rude, and we don't have her best interest in mind, and we want to see her miserable. The people that are manipulating into you thinking that this is okay. Belgian Fox, appreciate that. So emotionally immature, yet so good at emotional manipulation. As a childhood development therapist, it always blows my mind how willfully blind she is. I think that Amberlynn has an agenda and she wants what she wants and she wants it right now. Amberlynn's very selfish. And I also think that there is a part of Amberlynn that believes that she's entitled to it. I think that Amberlynn thinks, I have suffered so much in life. I have put up with so much crap. I deserve to be a little bit happy. So that's what she always rationalizes to herself whenever she has a binge, or whenever she orders a seafood boil, or whenever she drinks a full sugar Diet Coke. She says, I suffer and I'm depressed and I'm miserable all the time. So if this is the one thing that's going to make me happy, I deserve it. Same thing goes with the girlfriend. That's how I think that she thinks. I don't know Tommy's Instagram username, Sarku. I think that Amberlynn needs to go out and get some friends. Maybe she could join an activity group, or she should go to inpatient, but I don't think that will happen. How long can a person really live like this? And now it might get worse. It probably is going to get worse, because anytime that there is emotional turmoil or there's something not going well in Amberlynn's life, her first instinct is to turn to food, because people will turn their backs on you. People will betray you, but there's always going to be a number 3 value meal that will be there for you. There's always going to be a pizza box that can make you feel better. How long can a person live like this? I mean, Chantal's made it to 40. Amberlynn has 6 years on her. I don't know. Everyone's body is different. Callie Rose, thank you so much for becoming a member. Welcome to the membership club on YouTube, Callie. Same with everyone on my 600-pound life. Amber Nicole, appreciate that. Thank you. My type 2 diabetic dad has lost 120 pounds on Ozempic. It works. It does work. And you know what? It's worked for Amberlynn in the past. Amberlynn took off like what? 40 pounds? Like it was nothing. It works. So this whole, it magically just stopped working thing, not buying it, Amber. There's a reason why you discontinued it. It might not be because of Tommy, and I have a pretty big inclination that it was because of Tommy, but I'm not saying fully it was because of Tommy, but there's a reason why you got off of it. What's the reason? And don't tell me it's just because it stopped working. I'm not going to buy that. That's amazing for your dad. I hope it did him a lot of good. Thank you so much, Amber. Every time that Doctor now treats someone near the age of 50, he says that they don't have much time left. So it's kind of looking like 50 seems to be like the age bracket of like where your body just starts to give up. I mean, honestly, you guys, I'm going to be frank with you, like Chantal and everything. I feel like that situation is dire. Chantal's not 50 and she's not, 600 pounds, but L's RPH. Hey, L. Thank you. Quirky Love Rose on YouTube did a live yesterday about Amberlynn. QLR was brought into it by an ex and was on the same website. It's definitely worth a watch. That's interesting. Okay, Quirky Sorry, the gird is girding. Quirky Love Rose talked about their experience, about how they were brought into this sort of dynamic with an ex-partner who was on that kind of website. It's definitely worth a watch. I'll have to look into that. Okay, thank you so much for sharing that, Elle. That's interesting. It would be interesting to see how people kind of get brought into this sort of thing. Definitely. Smeg Magician, appreciate that. Thank you. Amber and Tommy sitting in a tree. Terminal obesity. Smeg Magician. Mean. Bad. Mean. Awful. Horrible. Nasty. Rude. Everything that Amberlynn is accusing our community of doing, you are validating. Awful. Allie Lou, thank you. I have a prediction. New girlfriend / soulmate in 2 weeks' time named Billy. Oh my God. If Amberlynn picks a new girlfriend's name to be Billy, oh my gosh. There has been a lot of crossover with Billie Eilish and Girl World. It's subtle, but Amberlynn's a big Billie Eilish fan. I wouldn't be surprised if she picks that name next. I mean, for real, at this point, like, what do? Do they just put like a bunch of names and like spin the wheel and whatever it lands on, that's the name that they get? I don't know. You know how Amberlynn will sometimes do like random YouTube comment picker? Does she just like click a button and like up pops a name and that's what they go with? It's like, how do they come up with these names? Willow, Alex, Feline, Tommy, Wouldn't be surprised, Allie. 1800, wrong number. Thank you so much for becoming a member. Appreciate that. Welcome. Bunny TC, hello. After a decade on YouTube, Amberlynn has shown that she does not want to change. So maybe she's happy to finally find Tommy, who loves her and encourages her for being this way. Amber is happy to have an enabler. And you know what? I think that if you get to that point mentally, that's giving up. And I know that Amberlynn doesn't put up much of a fight, and I know that she fails on these diets, but at the very least, she does make somewhat of an effort. It's very minuscule, but she does try to do the calorie counting. She does try to do Weight Watchers. She does try to do Ozempic. I mean, if you just lean into the bad habits and just eat to your heart's content and be with someone who wants to see you like that, that is 100% giving up. And that is a conscious decision. That is a conscious decision to give up. And that would be sad if she were to just give up. Because Amberlynn has so many resources and opportunities available to her that people in her situation do not have. Do you think that there's people out there that are struggling with their weight to the point where it's bringing them to death's doorstep and the only thing preventing them from losing weight is getting an Ozempic prescription? There are people out there like that. There are people out there that struggle with being morbidly obese like that, but if they could afford the Ozempic prescription every month, it could save their life. There's a lot of people out there like that. Amberlynn has money. She has disposable income. She could go to an inpatient center if she wanted to. So the fact that she just isn't, it really makes you think. These are just squandered opportunities. This is all wasteful. Thank you, Bunny. Orange Girl, appreciate that again. Gina's episode of 600 Pound Life was verbatim, so much like Amberlynn, and she passed away at age 36. She even acted and looked like Amber. I'm not familiar with Gina's episode. I've seen a handful of 600 Pound episodes, but I will say that I see pretty regularly news articles and stuff that pops up I see on the internet. It's like, so-and-so passed away. Former 600 Pound Life star blank passed away recently. Like, I see that article all the time. So even after the show ends and even after they get their surgery and it's still, you see that a lot. Passed away at 36, huh? Thank you, Orange Girl. Monique Price, appreciate that. Thank you. Hey, Jordy, when you took Ozempic, did you suffer hair loss? That's the only thing scaring me. No, I did not. You know what? That's actually funny that you bring that up, though, and that's funny that you ask me that, because I have a girlfriend who was having issues with hair loss, and she was taking Ozempic, and she had to get her IUD taken out because apparently having an IUD interacts with semaglutide and it can cause hair loss, and that was happening to her. So she had to get off of her. It was either get off Ozempic or get the IUD removed, and she got the IUD removed so that she could still be on Ozempic. So I suppose talk to your doctor and communicate those concerns to them and see what they think. But personally, yes, I did know someone that had issues with hair loss, but it was an interaction between their IUD and Ozempic. Thank you so much, Monique, and good luck to you. I just realized it's Eugenia's birthday. She's officially 30. Oh my God! Happy birthday, Eugenia! No way. Yeah, July 27th. For some reason, I thought it was the 29th. Huh. If you say so, I believe you. Eugenia's birthday. Oh gosh. Celebrating in Disney World, of all places. Oh boy. Okay, y'all, I think that is going to be it for our Saturday stream. I really appreciate everybody coming in and witnessing this breakup and having a discussion on it. A lot of points have been made. A lot of theories have been brought to the table. As always, only time will tell what next awaits us in Girl World. We shall see. I appreciate all of the very generous people sending in super chats, bits, gifted subscriptions, everything of the sort. Seriously, super kind of all of you. Thank you so much. Will you be live tomorrow? Most likely we will be live tomorrow. We definitely need to do a Chantal catch-up stream soon. I just know with everything that's been going on with Amber, there really haven't been opportunities to do it. But hopefully we can do Foodie Beauty in these next 2 days. Also, look for a new Eugenia pre-recorded video. There's a lot that I need to catch up on with her live streams and the Disney stuff, so we shall do that soon. All right, everybody, have a good rest of your Saturday or Sunday if you are in the future. I will see you all soon. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for spending part of your day with me. V, thank you so much for the last super chat. Me and her have the same birthday. Yikes. Oh, you and Eugenia have the same birthday. Are you turning 32? Now that would be, if you were also turning 30, now that would be weird. That would be weird. Thanks so much, V.